Yeah, we
Yeah,
on.
yeah, here we go. Here we go.
What's
What's
up?
What's good? What's good, people? What's good?
Yes, sir. We in the building.
We here. We here.
Checking in. We checking in. Yo, what's poppin'? This this is unseen. And we in the building, man. I got some folks with me. You already know when I come through what it is. You know what I'm saying? EEP.
Yes, indeed. CL Music, man. CL Music. Here for y'all, man. Salute, baby.
Yes, sir, man.
Alkaline Ball, nigga.
Yeah.
2009. What's that, people?
You already know. What y'all drinking on, man?
This crown.
We on this crown right now, baby. On this crown right now. You know, something light. Something light.
Black cherry juice.
Black cherry juice. Crown.
Okay.
Nah, it's just straight up black cherry juice. Straight up black cherry juice. But yo, listen, man. Let's talk about it, man. I know y'all got some stuff coming up in the works. You already know, man. So I think it's about time we touch base with the folks, touch base with the people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think we're finally coming to a point of about to see a EEP project, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
This is the Unseen Music Podcast, but now is EEP also coming out with a podcast?
No doubt.
That's what's going on here?
That's what's going on right now, man. EEP, I'm saying, got the official podcast kicking off right now, combined with the Unseen podcast. And we trying to bring it all together, man. You know what I'm saying? To give you more news, more info about what's going on with the music. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in the world. You know, we trying to get a whole picture of everything right now, man. So we're here. We're here for it, man, to put you on everything. Exclusive songs, stuff you ain't heard about, things you didn't know about, the background, the recaps. You know what I mean? Everything, man. Our insight on the world, man, of music and the world in general, man. So that's what we're here for, man. Had to give it to y'all raw, man, from my mouth to your ears.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So look, project is in the works. Again, I'm gonna speak like a third person. I know everything that's going on. In case I ain't know, this is Unseen. I am music producer. You'll get to know about me a lot more, but I want to make sure I let the brothers here rep and pretty much touch base on this banging project, man, that we've been in the background putting together. It's funny because when it comes to music, man, you already know we had a lot of conversation from the industry side of it. A lot of conversation we keep in the background, but music is really not even a rare commodity. But the way y'all been working on it, and it's still like a sacred thing. You know, people now pretty much record a song in a bedroom on a phone and they upload it by the night, right? But it seemed like the approach to this is, as opposed to just keep dropping music or just hurrying up and flooding things, y'all just been taking y'all sweet time with this project, man. Yeah. Why is that, and what's been behind that? Tell us about the dynamic. Tell us about the project. I'm gonna chime in because, like I said, I'm heavily involved with it. That's no secret, but I'm gonna share that secret in a moment after I let y'all put them up on game. But EEP, my understanding, produced this album. First and foremost, man, let people know what the hell is EEP, and what EEP is about, who it is about, who's involved, and what we here to do, man. Is it music? Is it more than music? Is it all about music?
Man, with exclusive elite productions, it's the way we came together is, you know, on the chemistry and how we met, and then the music combined with it because it's just on the humbug. But it was so thorough to where, like, man, listen, I done met you. You got this going on. We gonna do this. Not expecting to run into all those stones you gotta hop over, but at the same time, you know, we was excited. It's in front of us. We didn't see it, and coming to climb across them, it's like, damn, bro, we got this going on right now. But this stopping us. Okay, we gotta hold on. But you put something out there, and then the people, they're gonna be like, oh, that's cool, I like that. Then they're gonna look for something else. We ain't had it to do that, and or to keep both going on like that. Not because the simple music thing, but just personalized situations. But we still had that determination and motivation from each other to do that. So taking our time to perfect it. I mean, yeah, that's true. At the same time, people want that, but we can't control it. We don't write the book, and we could bring it how it come, or bring it how it come to us. And best way, we could do it is to give it. I don't like the relapsing times or everybody looking for, because me, when I hear music, I'll be like, damn, boy, what he got next on? What he got going on? The same way I'm doing, you know what I mean? That's the same way people gonna do for us too. But we still gotta have that and in emotion. And as far as right now, we could have came together to do this, even though everybody on different schedules. But when we come together, man, it's dope, man. It's magical. It's what the world supposed to help. It's just the things in between that stop everybody. Like time don't stop for nobody, but shit, we ain't got to stop for nobody.
No doubt. What we doing over here is something different, man. We focusing more on the quality rather than the quantity. You know what I'm saying? So we take our time making sure everything is right. But we want to put out that quality work. To make sure the people, the customers, and everybody, all y'all, the fans, get that quality work. We're not focusing on the quantity right now. We focusing on the quality. We put something out, it's gonna be that bang. It's gonna be that hit. It's gonna move. It's gonna change lives. And how we coming together is, first time ever done, man. We from different places. My man here from Alabama. I'm from New York. So we coming together. No hatred, all love. We trying to combine the sounds, combine our experiences, combine the talents, and bring it to y'all straight raw. This way, it's no denying. Everything is official. Everything is coming how we supposed to come with it, man. So that's what it is. Quality over quantity, man. It's taking a little while, but like I said, we full blast with it. We got a lot of secrets in the hand for y'all. We coming with everything, man. So we here, man. We here.
100. So look, let me ask you, what's EEP? Is EEP a group? Is EEP a group? Are y'all a group?
EEP is a
producers or artists or what?
Bit of production company right now. Focusing on headline. I'm a man, Bonee G right here. The first one coming forward, man, soloist. Straight up and down. Got that Alabama flow. Got that Alabama heart. Coming from South Carolina. And that's how we coming with it right now, man. We got producers. We got everybody involved in this situation here, man. But we focusing right now on the homie Bonee G. We got a couple people coming from the backside. But like I said, it's all soloists right now coming at it, man. Everybody got their own style, their own rendition.
Hold on, I don't think you can say Bonee G got the Alabama flow. Not that's an issue. I mean, when I hear him, man, he pretty much I hear him.
No, but that's where you're from. That's as hard as that.
No. Let me say what I'm saying. When I hear him, man, I hear him like he could come from any angle. That's my point.
And that's true.
I went if I hear him, I'm not gonna think he from this place or that place.
You know he's from somewhere different though. You can tell by his flow and
I mean, yeah, we know he ain't from Queensbridge when he rapping. You know what I'm saying? he ain't rapping with the dun language. I know that much. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't from nowhere.
That's a given. But my point is, I don't hear him you ain't go. Yeah, you can reference other people that you're familiar with and be like, yeah, you sound like so and so. Not that he sound like so and so, but you can say it's parallel with certain kind of artists you're familiar with, because there's so many artists nowadays. But I think that's the mistake people will make. They'll assume he from this place or that place, but his stuff is range. I mean, it's broad. You know what I'm saying? Range is broad, man.
That's the good thing about him, man. Which is why when we first got together, which is why we connected, because me being from New York and being from other places and hearing different styles and different artists, he's versatile, man. He's music. He's from there, but he's music. Anything you give to him, man, he can drop it. He can change his flow up. He's versatile, man. He can deal with the up north cats on a Liverpool basis. He got the down south swag. He's unique. It's nothing you can't beat. You give to him, he can't smash the part. He makes the beat his own. That's what makes him unique and makes him have it, because he can make the beat his own. He owns the beat. I'm saying he becomes part of the beat in the beat.
Absolutely, yo. It's like when I was producing, Come on, man. I'm from Queens, New York, South Side, South Jamaica. For the longest, New York dudes always judged me for sounding like the West Coast.
That's true.
Right? Sounding like the West Coast as far as beat wise, but that's because my elements was musical. And the West Coast always has been known to be musical before everybody else started making the beats more musical. So it's only to say you can never really tell where a dude is from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if he's able to adapt and give you something that in that moment it's just that delivery that person was feeling, beat or an artist. I mean, I ain't saying you say I'm wrong. You know that you said something wrong with that. It's just that when I hear Bonee G, I could never say he from this place.
Exactly.
Because I've heard enough songs from him and I'm like, nah, like I don't know where he's from. All I know, he's spinning dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could say he's from the South. Yeah, you could say that. And that's on some songs. Some songs you may mess around and be like, hold on, where's he from?
Yeah.
Like it ain't gonna make you say anyways. It's gonna make you ask where.
And that's
saying where.
You know that's because of how his talent, man, is basically, man, like he's music, man. Like, you know, he don't really come from one place as far as his style, his talent is universal, man. You know, West, East, South, North, you know, he becomes part of the instrument you give him. You give him an up north beat, he gonna rock it like that. You give him a down south beat, he gonna rock it like that. That's why he's versatile. That's why he is the person he is, because the man can rock it where you want it, man. Whatever you want, he can give to you, man, straight up and down.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up, man. So with that said, so EEP is not a group, because the album that's about to drop, it is a EEP album, but nonetheless, the clarity is that this is not a group. EEP is the production company that is producing this music, of course, comprised of, you know, a lot of different producers involved, right? In case you ain't know, you're the producer for EEP, including myself, but you know, I'm more than just a producer in terms of there's time I don't produce. I'll be on that Dre stuff. Like, just throw the hi-hat over there and I'll mix it later. No, I'm not. Hey, yo, listen. By the way, who I was talking to? Was it you? Like when we about Dre, like how he got accused for not producing for years by producers, but the dude is still here 30 years later, still creating bangers, and the people that accuse him and ain't never made another dope beat ever since.
And
so
they don't.
Who's really making a beat? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I mean, you know, I say all that to say, man, I'm one of the producers that contribute to EP. But who else you got, man? Because clearly everybody that's involved with EP is not here, right? Bonee G here, you here, I'm here. I'm down, you know what I'm saying? Like BDP, and them used to say, he down with us. But but who else you got, man, on this EP?
My man, you know what I mean? You're gonna hear a track from him on the EP. Mitch, my man, Mitch Soulful, you know what I mean? One of the other producers we work with, I'm saying with the production, you know, he's solely a producer. You know, he's gonna hear some flavors from him. He got that R&B, he got that hip hop, he got his own style, his own thing, and he flames. You know what I mean? He gonna be on that. We got a couple features on the album also from Eddie Bands. You know what I mean? He coming through representing Charleston. You know, we got Quan on there. She representing South Carolina. She on the joint. You know, we got myself on there representing Queensbridge. You know, Queens all day long, Long Island City. You know, we on the joint. You know, so it's basically comprised of different talents, man, from different places, and we all playing our part, man. Different MCs, different producers. You know, of course, you. You know what I'm saying, on the joint, producing also, you know, behind the scenes and everything. So, you know, it's a couple people from different places, man, that's making it happen, man. You know, it's not one person, man, you know?
Yeah. No, of course.
It's not one place, you know, it's different places, people bringing their own experiences, their own talents, their own flows, man, different producers, you know, with their own situation, man, different artists, you know, featuring on the joint. Of course, like I said earlier, Bonee G headline the joint, you know, but we got different places, people from different places, and they all bring their own flavor, their own style to it, man, you know, and that's what makes it great, because it's different prospects, different aspects of music, man, different aspects of life, different aspects of everything, man. And that's what makes it a great album. It makes it a great combination, a great thing to do, because it's not one side, it's everything. Whatever you want, we giving you everything. Beats is different, producers are different, you different. I'm producing in the joint. I got a couple joints I'm producing. Mitch comes from a different angle. You know, the artists, all different. No one sounds the same. Everyone has their own flow, their own style. You know, everyone has their own thing they bring into the pot. So that's what makes the project great. That's what's going to make it great, man. That's why people are going to feel it, man.
Word.
But everybody's in South Carolina, though, right? I mean,
one here. Well, you and GA, but yeah, we predominantly here. This is where it starts from. This is where
yeah. You know, excluding myself, everybody. You know, what's crazy? So we got the whole New York and SC connection, right? This is a side note, but still relevant. You know that the first wave of black folks that moved to New York were black folks from South Carolina. So the first New Yorkers were actually from South Carolina.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So it just show you how things come full circle, and how the energy really flows. You know what I'm saying? The first, like back, you know, when folks started migrating from the South and moved, go up north, first black folks that moved to New York were from South Carolina, South Carolinians, however you would say that.
South
you know what I'm saying? So there's a history there.
Probably what he said, South Carolinians.
Yeah. You know, but you know what I'm saying? It's, just to say there's a history there, just to show you how things really come full circle at time, man, and how people connect and reconnect without realizing that there's already a foundation at times, man. But you know one thing too I realized about South Carolina rappers, like low key from my perspective, yeah, it's South obviously, but it's a lot of dudes that spit that I see that reminds me of some certain New York kind of element. Yeah. In terms of the lyrical content, just the approach. Like I see some of that, and I'm not trying to subtly make that connection because of what I just said. But even before me saying that, I saw some of that. So it's just the same. It's a dope thing to see that whole that whole connection and how we linked up, man. But let's put that to the side, man. Let's talk about the album in of itself. Yeah. I think there's already 3 singles that's out from the album. Right?
Yeah. Coming out, All I Got is already out already. You know, we dropped that. That's me, Bonee G featuring me. All I Got, you know what I'm saying, produced by me, myself. I'm saying CL Music. We got I Ain't Gotta Talk Too Much. That's Bonee G first single. You know what I mean? Yeah. Smoke right there, and then we got the third joint, Rise to Success, which is also, you know what I mean, the name of the album. You know what I mean? Rise to Success, because that's what we all about, man. Rise to Success, man. You know, ain't going to nothing.
That's what it's about.
And what's in between that, you know, the struggles, the wins, the losses, you know, but regardless of that, we keep it pushing. We got a dope project coming out, man. You know, and I know they're going to feel it. I know y'all going to feel it.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So how many songs we got? 13, 14 joints?
I think it's 13. Yeah, I think it's 14 joints on the track. Yep, on the album.
Yeah. 13, 14. I'm gonna play something for him, as you know, in a moment. So you producing. We got some other producers on there, and like I said, the album is produced by EEP because you know, that's although we have different producers involved, like a few producers, I think we probably got like 5, 6 producers on the album.
Yeah, I think it's 5 or 6. Me and you, about 5.
Yeah, I know. By the way, I didn't produce any beat per se on the album. Mm-hmm. I don't have a single song that I produced, but you know. And I'm gonna touch on that a little bit, because one of the things about producing, man, cats make beats, and you know you get the production credit. But we're in a time where pretty much beats are just transferred by email or download, and you know we having producers becoming less involved with the actual song producing aspect of it. So I think this is why where we talked about this album was produced by EEP, because other than the songs that were produced directly by you and Mitch and you know a lot of the other cats, pretty much none of the producers were present, right? Other than me and you, right? A lot of other cats were not present. It was just pretty much we got beats sent over, cop some beats, whatever the case is, and then that's how it came about, right?
Made the joint. That's exactly how it came about, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, hey, we gonna talk, like, that's a different topic I want to talk on a different time. The production dynamics of today and the confusion of producers who are not involved in creating the actual song.
No doubt.
Producers should be a part of that. And far too much I see producers taking too much credit for songs they were not a part of.
No doubt.
Your beat is a part of it. Your beat is the bed. But we talk about a song is the whole product.
A whole product.
A song is not the beat.
The arrangement, I mean, you know, how it's done, you know, whether you got the hooks in the beginning. I mean, the whole really the composing of the thing, you know, composing of it. Really just not just the beat, but when we talk about producing, we talk about a little deeper than that. We talk about actually producing a song, creating a project, and how it comes on, you know, the balls you spitting, you know what I mean, the topic. you touching on. You know, we talking about, you know, I mean, is the intro coming in first? You know, the flow. We talking about different things when we say producing. So when I say producing, yeah, I made a couple beats on the album, but when I mean production, I'm talking about how we actually arrange the songs. You know, which went first. You know, how
writing it.
Yeah, who wrote the songs? You know, who's going first, who's going second. That's actually producing the song. That's a complete work of the song. You know, not just making the beat. Making the beat is one thing, but producing the album is a whole different thing.
Yes, sir. Nah, big time, man. Look, me and you go way back. When, you know, I was producing, our involvement, you wrote the lyrics.
Yep.
But you already know what it was. I made the beat, I produced the song, but if you want to be technical, there were songs that pretty much it was just us producing the song. Yeah. Because the way we sit there and collaborate the A to Z, right? From the thoughts, even if I made a beat, it was still a matter of like, yo, give me this beat because this beat gonna be hard. Yo, man, give me something that I can, you know, flow to on this level. Something for the chicks, right? We really had to sit there and think of the vibe from the beginning to end, and I think that makes a difference being there. I'm not gonna get too deep into that. That dynamic is long and gone in terms of where you had to be in the same place, right? Yeah. I come from the era when you were creating music, you had to be in the same place with that person. You couldn't send stuff over, but it is what it is, man. Like we got AI create music now, so I ain't even gonna try to pretend that that matters anymore. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I'm gonna go back and say this though. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. It's been some time, but I think. Speaking of the old days, man, that's one of the things we used to see is like when a project was in the works, it was cooking and baking, and it took some time for the public to finally hear it. And that anticipation was a big thing. When somebody announced an album and you had to sit there and wait for it, it really prepared the people to really consume this. By the time they get that project, it was an experience, right? And I think that's why where I'm thinking about people just dropping songs, nobody really care because you just dropping them so much. Now, I'm gonna speak about that a different dynamic to that because there's a portion of that. It depends on the artist that you are and the fan base that you have already. Yeah. They do care. They are waiting for your stuff because you already got that established. But I'm just saying, if you're trying to come in the game, and sometimes, you know what? There's no wrong way, by the way. So I don't want to say that because we're in a different time. So I do want to correct myself on that. But I think for me, the element of letting it bake and presenting to the people with a few lead singles, like they used to call them. I don't know if you look at them as lead singles anymore. They just drop a song, but you lead with a few singles and then you drop them with the album, right? So I think that's a good way. You know, one way. I ain't trying to say it's the only, right? But it's a good way to really connect with the people. And then there comes the time that where you do have to be constantly dropping stuff and flooding it like an NBA young boy. That dude already drops so much damn song this year alone. You know what I'm saying? So
dropping back to back, keep dropping.
Back to back, man. That's that. But you know, that's that Tupac flow, right? Like where Tupac created 700 songs and you know what I'm saying? But yo, there's no comparison, by the way. With the way you can create music today and produce it and have beats available and everything like that, there's no comparison with how you can create music today versus back then. Yeah. It's not the same thing.
Times have changed, man. Times are different. You know, times have changed. You know, technologies change.
Yeah.
Fan base change. You know, what the people like done change. You know, the attention span is much shorter now than it used to be. You know, so now it's a little different, man. You know, back in the days, you could lay on a single, you know what I mean, a little while and let it rock. Nowadays, man, you know, the attention span, matter of fact, the songs were longer back in the day, man. When I came into the game, man, we was doing 2 or 3 verses. Now, you barely get 2 minutes and they on to something else. Time to change.
Yeah.
You got to adapt to what's going on, you know, understandably, but we still want to focus on that quality, man, more than quantity. There's going to come a time, we got bangers, we got hits.
Yeah.
Back to back to back. But right now, man, we focusing more on the quality than the quantity, man. We know it's going to be fair. We know it's going to be right when it come out. When it come out the oven, it's going to be right.
Yeah, you know, Tupac was about quantity, but he also gave quality. So there's a, but yo, understand something, right? When we talk about Tupac doing what he did, people need to understand it's not one person doing all of this. When you have a team of, you got 7 of the dopest producers supplying you with beats. Yeah. You sit in the studio with 4 or 5 different, some of the top engineers that they're recording. Let's keep it a buck. I'm not removing that away from his work ethic. That dude was a beast. But you gotta think about it. Tupac had the support and the platform to be able to do that. And keep in mind, those back in those days, those things came with a budget. Being in the studio all the time.
Yep.
You couldn't just live in the studio because you got the setup in your crib kind of thing.
Yep.
That wasn't the case. Those studios were being paid for. Granted, it wasn't in-house, but all that was being built. Those were billable hours.
Yeah.
The beats, the engineer, all that. But he had that, and that's what made the difference with the song with a dude creating nonstop songs where you can just record yourself or your man can just do it for you. Not that that's a bad thing, but versus you really had to have a whole roster of technical people and producers and musicians because them cats over there, the way they used to create their music, they had a lot of work for hire or in-house musicians around. So it wasn't just a nigga with a sample.
Yeah.
Some drums. Like them dudes were really
musician.
Yeah, man. You know, they had bass players, guitarists. Even had them dudes were so ill with it, man. Them dudes had former Motown signees, like people who actually had records from the Motown days, sending periodically sing background for them on their record.
Sorry.
They were doing like the real not the real, but only to say like the traditional approach and process of creating their records. And to see Tupac work through that and create a 700 song before he died, yeah, that's amazing. But again, I'm with you on the quality, because when it comes to it, man, I think people can enjoy a classic more than they can enjoy a lot of song. But I say that to say, man, shout out to my homie TDI in Cali. He's been laying a lot of he's been dropping he's back to back. That dude, he been dropping like an album a month, but he got heat. Yeah. He got heat. So when you see somebody doing that, it's appreciative to know that they can give you quantity, but the quality's coming with it, like Tupac did, right? Yeah. So I think EEP pretty much gonna get to that pace at a point, man. You know what I'm saying?
Got the bangers, like I said. We just trying to make sure it's right. Make sure it's right when we come in the game. Make sure everything is right, man. We got the bangers, though. We gonna hit them. We gonna smash them one by one, man. Definitely.
Yeah. So, any more on the album?
Let's see. I think I named about everybody, right? Me,
Bonee G, man. How like what about you on this album, man? What's your approach? What's your outlook on this album? Because I know you all over it, but you also have a lot of other artists on there. Like how do you look at this project? Where was it more like you approaching and just contributing, or what was it like a collaborative approach to you, or it was just like, yo, man, we just got to get things done, and you just took the homies' direction and go in? Like, how did you approach it to really make sure this was heat from as an artist, right? Because the technical side, like we talked about, right, that's there, the producers, but artists got a different approach.
Yeah. Well, it was on to whereas, it was the people I'm around, like, because since I just like came to this part of town or whatever, I don't really know anybody except for him. And the people I was around, and I saw the potential, and I was like, well, you know what? I can do this, they can do that. So let's work together. Because you like mine, I like yours, and we started doing that, and it's still some development that has to be done, like with me, and I still got developing to go, but I ain't gonna never stop, because the time don't stop for nobody. The world keeps turning. I'm gonna keep on turning with it. But coming with it is, it was like an introduction to, okay, you've never heard of me. This me right here. And
gotcha, yeah.
AKA Bone Daddy Cool, alkaline water, nigga.
Water.
I'm going. And you got 80 bands, Bandemic.
Tripping sauce, like, whoo.
Woo!
Yeah, dipping sauce. He got some on the album.
Sauce, he
got that sauce.
That's my fun guy. You know what I mean?
Saucy.
Oh. And you got Infinit-Lee. He's a solid statement, man. Just everything, just he's serious. So, but
yeah, serious. I'm all over the album. Y'all gonna hear me. For those who don't know, I come from an era, straight balls, man. On the block. Like I said, Long Island City, man, Queensbridge, man, Astoria, man, straight balls, man. I'm battled everybody that does songs with people, man, so I'm coming back, letting niggas know, man, that I'm here and I ain't going nowhere, man. I don't mean nothing to me, man. Mike and the beat, man, I'm cooking.
That's all you need.
I'm cooking.
And that's what the pot needs. That roast, that north, southern, well, everything in the pot together. Oh, we got Quantitude Real. That's on there. Coming with the gutter.
With the female joint, right?
Yeah, that hood female type stuff like that.
The yin yang balance.
Gotta have that on it, man. She's spitting also, she's spitting on, her perspective on things, man. She cooking also. That's basically how it's going on, man. You hearing mainly me, Bonee G, bands, Quanta the joint. We just giving y'all different aspects, man, of what's going on, man. Different aspects of life, man, and where we come from.
That's what's up. So, yo, listen. All right, cool. Here's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna play a couple of joints off the album that's already out, right? Like the singles that's already out there, and we have in rotation. But speaking of that, man, I want to talk about something, man. Speaking about rapping in the process, right? Because there's one thing, and y'all give me y'all take on this, man. But there's a narrative that's been going around, and that narrative is how dangerous it is to be a rapper. And it's the most dangerous job in the world. I'm sorry, I can't help myself even saying that, but
that's I don't agree with that narrative. To me personally, man, I think living life itself is dangerous, man. The way things is, man. You turn the news on, man. I think living life, man. Like, you got churches getting shot up, you got schools getting shot up, you got people in Walmart getting robbed and killed. Like, really, man, I think living life, breathing air is dangerous.
Rappers is getting killed too while they rapping. So, that argument.
Because the fame is there. To me, the fame is there, and they're out there, man. But you turn on TV, man, anywhere at USA, man, go across states, man, people getting laid out, man. It's not just rappers. They just targets because they're out there. And a lot of times, man, rest in peace to the homie, man. But a lot of times, man, you got to know how to move when you get that money. People's hungry. You got people in the hood, man, that ain't making $20,000 a year to feed their family, man. You got a chain on for $100,000. You put yourself out there like that, man. I'm not saying things can happen to anybody. Things can happen to anybody anytime. But for me, man, if you out there like that, man, you eating and you in front of the wolves, man, you got to conduct yourself in front of the wolves. You can't go in front of the wolves thinking the wolves gonna think, you gonna be meal. You gonna be food to the wolves, man. So to me,
hold that thought. We gonna come back to that. A little bit, cause I'm not. Look, rappers have been dying. Rappers have been getting hurt in all kinds of ways, right? So it is a valid point. But before that, man, let me just let this rock a little bit, because I do want to segue into this, to this little conversation while we at it. But I just want them to hear a little bit of the joint off the album, Bonee G with it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Yeah.